As you can probably tell from all of the content that's been coming out on this channel for the past few months, I've been branching out more and more into games that I wouldn't normally play, or I would have like a secondary channel for, but I just figured, you know what, let's just chuck everything on. And, you know, Hogs is still king, of course, but I figured it was time to make space creatively for other games that I would either play as a kid or that I still play today. And one of them is Pro Evo 2 and ISS Pro Evolution 2. Both of these games came out roughly around about the same time in 2002. Pro Evo 2, of course, is the more updated one, both in terms of graphics and content. As a kid, I had both of these games, both ISS Pro and Pro Evo 2, and I would flick back and forth between them because Pro Evo 2 was the only PS1 game within this sort of vicinity of football games that had Aston Villa as a playable team. And one of the things I'm looking to do via a live commentary series is to rebuild the classic Villa squad, starting of course with this default dirt Master League team. You've got all the sort of town favourites, I guess, of Castello, Miranda, all those guys, Espimas, all the dudes at the back. Just the dog shit team that we have to start with, where everybody costs nothing. Our team is made up of peanuts, but it's always challenging when the team that you're playing against decides to murder your star striker, and he's already injured on game one. Just so nice of him.
Fall.
Alongside being released here on PS1, Pro Evo 2 was also released on PS2, because that was when, you know, games were shifting from the different systems, and Pro Evo 2 on PS2 of course had updated graphics, but it was nice that they still released this version as well for everyone that was still on PS1 who could enjoy this form of graphical gameplay, because this to me is just timeless, honestly. Although I would refer to Pro Evo 2 as the fat player game, like compared to ISS Pro. I don't know why as a kid it felt like the players and the movement was just a lot thicker, it was a lot chunkier, and that's probably because of the slightly more dynamic movement. In ISS Pro, of course, when you move around your player, they could only really turn like a robot, right? But in this you could sort of take more touches inside before you then try and shoot or pass or whatever. So the game flow and gameplay was a little bit more dynamic, and that shot just there, by the way, is the closest that we're going to get to actually scoring a goal. Shock horror, I know, but the first game of Master League is always the toughest, because no matter how long you've played this game for, no matter how you can finesse every single player on the other team, when it comes to then shooting, like I say, the team is just dog shit. But you got to work with that, and hopefully we'll be bringing in all the classic players, you know, Darius Vassell, Juan Pablo Angel. He is just an absolute hero in my house, in my parents' house. I actually walked past him one day, walking at a New Street station. Yeah, I went home. No idea why I was walking at a New Street, because normally I don't need to, but yeah, I walked past him, and it was either his son who was with him, or some other player, I don't know, but it just sort of clicked in my brain when I saw his face. Didn't say anything, of course, I just let him be, because you don't want to harass football players, right? But oh my god, it's him. But it was just one of those crazy moments of seeing sort of my my family's hero as far as Villa strikers go, and yeah, crazy times. Naturally, as this is Master League, no other difficulty exists in my mind other than hard mode. There is normal, the choice I guess between normal and hard mode, but yeah, I've been playing hard mode Master League on ISS Pro and Pro Evo 2 for the last 20 odd years. So I've never changed from that, and even though, like I say, I've been playing it for that long, when I then come back to it and I'm starting with such a terrible team, it always goes the same way, where, like I mentioned, that first game is always the most difficult, and it's case in point here against Newcastle, the classic Newcastle with Alan Shearer, with Craig Bellamy up front as well. And yeah, I don't know, I'm raring to get go, but what I want to know from you guys is, do you want to see more football content, more sports content? Because I am thinking as well of getting back to SMB 4, that is Super Mega Baseball 4, whether I start multiple campaigns there involving both the roster of default Super Mega Baseball teams and MLB teams as well. If people are interested, please let me know in the comments, because like I say, I'm just continuing to try and branch out with content, and it is really helping me as an individual, just sort of to not be burnt out by hogs constantly, because there does come a point with the primary content that you make as a YouTuber that it starts to not wane on you, but you just find the process of making videos for that one particular game, you know, it enters a routine, which is great, but also not at the same time, because yeah, when I'm also working on Hardcore as well, it just kind of adds to that. So having a little bit of relief through other games has been really handy, and I'm just glad that I took this step to just sort of dump everything on this main channel and not try and separate it into two, because that increases my workload as well. And because I have this cushion of already created videos, it just gives me that bit of time to spend making other video game content, you know? Anyhow, back to the match at hand. It's time to witness the absolute bullshit of first game Master League, in that I've been just the attacking force throughout this entire game. Newcastle have had some chances, but I've had the majority of my shots, and I'm thinking, you know, it's alright, I can kind of go for a draw. I'm not finding my attacking plays very much, but then, what is this? Goalkeeper? Do you exist, or do you just watch ball? Where was effort to dive to try and save it? I really don't understand, and seeing the replay, it gets even worse. Terrible goalkeeping aside, I'm completely fine with this, you know. I'm fine with starting on the back foot. I'm used to it. If anything, we're starting in Division 2, and it's going to be an entire campaign. So there are 30 matches to be played in the first season in Division 2, and if we make it up to Division 1, then that's a whole host of other problems, be it because, you know, all the crazy teams are up there, be it, you know, the classic Manchester United, the classic Arsenal, Liverpool, Barca, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. And yeah, it's going to be an absolute crazy time, but I hope you can join me for it. And like I say, let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments below, because I know this isn't the normal kind of content, and it is a shift from the regular kind of content for those of you that are here for Hogs, or are here for IL2, or for any of the other nonsense that I put up on this channel. But I really do appreciate hearing from you guys and what you have to say, whether it just be about this game and if you've played before, or if you have a particular kind of content that you want me to play as well, because that kind of content does stretch to Hogs as well. There's plenty that I still haven't done in that game, but that I will get to. And as you'll see from the stats, this is why it is such bullshit, by the way, because shots-wise, I had everything, they had nothing. Well, I mean, they were kind of close, but either way, we start off in 14th, and we've got a long way to go. But I hope you can join me for it, and I will catch you guys later for the next one. Peace out, everybody.